Alright, today we're going to cook a pastalaya. The ingredients are going to be as such. We're going to have basically 4 pounds of ground meat, 2 pounds of chicken, about 8 bell peppers, 9 onions that I've already chopped and cut up and put in a container. We have 5 boxes of spaghetti. The bigger boxes is actually 32 ounce. The regular size is 16 ounce. So I just got 2 of the big ones and 1 of the smaller. We have 3 pounds of Boston butt. We have 3 pounds of D&D smoked sausage. And we have 3 pounds of tasso, which gives it a really great smoked flavor. We're using tiger sauce, 2 6-ounce jars of mushrooms, 2 cans of tomato sauce, 1 can of French onion, 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes, 2 cans of sweet corn, and 4 boxes of broth, 2 being beef and 2 chicken. And last but not least, 1 4-ounce container of kitchen bouquet for coloring. We're going to use a 5-gallon pot today to cook this. So I'm going to start preparing everything and we'll get back with you. Alright, looks like now we've got all of our meat. It's all chopped up. And basically what we're going to do now is we're going to light this fire up. And you can see, got the fire lit up. This is some more of the ingredients that I have chopped. This is some chicken that I have chopped. But right now that's the ground meat. And that's the pork or Boston butt. That's all getting ready to be browned. So we're going to work on that. While I'm browning that, I'm going to start cutting the tasso and the sausage and whatnot, getting it ready. And as soon as that browns, we'll put the chicken in. So anyway, we'll get back in a few minutes. Alright, I just finished chopping the rest of the sausage, the tasso, which is, this is the tasso here, sausage. I got my seasoning, that's bell pepper and onions. My wonderful assistant has opened all the cans for me, so I'm getting ready to put that in a little while. But first, we've been browning this meat. So we've got our chicken, our ground meat, and our Boston butt. We've been browning that meat. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to add the seasoning to it, and we'll come back from there. So for right now, we're going to continue browning. Next steps is going to be to add the onion and bell pepper, and we'll be back from there. So see you in a few minutes. Alright, so we're continuing browning. A few minutes ago I was telling you we chopped everything up, get that done. Now we're going to put the seasoning in. So we're going to take this seasoning here, and we're going to add this to our pot. You can see that's a bunch of onions and bell pepper. So we're going to take this and we're going to mix this in and let that cook down for a little while, and get all this to be happy. So I'm going to mix this up pretty good. I'm going to put the lid back on, and then we'll start again. And as my beautiful assistant, say hi.
Hi.
This is the man cave. This is where we party and cook whenever we can. So we're cooking today for the Super Bowl for tonight. We're going to have this. We're going to have a bunch of meatballs and whatnot. So, but for now, we're going to continue this later. So, see y'all soon. Okay, so now we're adding the liquid components. We still haven't put any of the smoked meat in because that's the last we're going to put in. So we've got all the liquid components we're going to put in. So we put in the broth, the full boxes of broth. Now we're going to put in, we got two cans of tomato sauce. There we go. You can leave them all on the counter maybe till we finish. Just set them on the shelf right there. Keep going with the rotel. So we add the rotel. And then after that, just set the can on top of the table right there for now. Okay, and we're going to do the bottle of tiger sauce, as well as the French onion gravy. So she's doing the gravy next.
French onion soup.
French onion soup, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. Keep it close so you don't splash yourself.
And then what you want to do?
Tiger sauce, kitchen bouquet.
And we're going to do all of this, right?
Yep, all of it. So you're going to put in the tiger sauce. There we go, that's looking really good. And next, we're going to do the kitchen bouquet, and that's going to give us our color. So the kitchen bouquet is going to give the color.
And how much of that?
All of it.
Sure.
Positive.
Okay.
This is my first rodeo, baby.
I know. I just want you to
In
get
jambalaya,
it.
we do 2 of those. Pastalaya, you do 1. And that's going to give us our color. Alright, so now all we have left to put in is going to be the mushrooms and the corn, but we're going to put that in later. For now, we're going to stir this up. So you can stir this up for me, baby. Let's give it a turn. Give some rotation and a roll. Just like that. Do that a couple of times. Look at that. She's doing a fine job. So we're going to take that and get that all mixed up nice. She's going to give it a few more turns. We're going to do that a little bit. We're going to put the lid back on, and we're going to sit out here and enjoy all this beautiful sunshine that we have. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as we like to say. The LaPlace parade is going on today, and the Super Bowl. So next, we're going to finish adding some more ingredients. Let this cook for a while. You can see there's a spaghetti on the pool table that's going to be going in there later. So for now, we're going to turn this off and let it stir. So see you in a little bit. All right, it's been cooking for a while now since we put the rest of that meat in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the smoked meat. This is the last thing that goes in. We're going to put the smoked meat in, the mushrooms, and then the sweet corn. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to pull this lid off of here and we're going to look at it. I'm going to take this and set it right here. It's looking pretty good. Give it a stir so you can see. You can see all the bell pepper and the onions starting to cook down. It's really getting the flavor in there now. Make sure you keep all that meat. Get it all broke up good. Ground meat. Mixed up. The chicken. Looks really good. Let that cook down. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in this smoked meat, which is the tasso and the sausage. And then I'm going to add the corn in. And I'll get back with you in a little while. We're going to let that cook for about another 30 minutes after I put this in there. Let all that flavor get hoppy. And the next step is going to be, we'll be adding the spaghetti for the final phases. After that, 30 minutes later, it'll be done. So, see y'all in a little while. Alright guys, we have now been cooking this for about 40 minutes on a slow fire. Just getting everything happy. And I took the time to add, like we talked about before, the rest of the mushrooms, the corn, and so forth. I took all the spaghetti, I broke the spaghetti up into like 3-inch pieces, so when the pasta's in there and cooked, it's really going to be pretty nice. So I'm going to take this pasta, I'm going to put the pasta in here, and you'll see what it looks like after that. I'm going to give it a little stir just to give you an idea. This is really looking really good. It's all blended really nice together, and it's been cooking, so everything's happy. All the flavors have kind of got together, so, and it tastes really good. So now we're going to put this pasta in here, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. All right, I put the spaghetti into the pot, and now it's going to cook for about another 20 minutes on low fire. And this is basically, I rolled it a few times, and you can see how this is looking now. Spaghetti is going to cook, and all that moisture is basically going to disappear, and it's going to become just a really nice pastalaya. So I'm just going to roll, make sure all my meat and whatnot is mixed in. And all this settle. And it's really looking good. Wow, really looking good. So next time you see it, we'll be ready to eat. So see you in a little while. Thanks. All right, it's been sitting for about a half hour. And you can see now the pasta's cooked pretty good. Now it's just going to absorb the rest of that moisture. I'm going to give it one little turn. So I'm going to stick it in and go to the bottom. I'm just going to give it a little roll. Well, look at that. Doesn't that look good? There we go. Just make sure it's not sticking. I'm going to continue to let that go for another few minutes, but basically that pastalaya is finished, my friends. So I'm fixing to munch it out and have a good time. This pastalaya took approximately from 11 o'clock till right now it's about 1:30. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to take the lid off and start eating. But basically, it's done. It's just kind of getting happy now. So it takes about 3 hours total, start to finish. The main thing you want to do is make sure that you brown your meat first. After you brown your meat, then you put your chopped vegetables to your taste in. Once you do that, get all that blended and cooking together, then we put our liquids in, the broth and whatnot. And next thing we did was we put our smoked meat that we had chopped and put that in. And then the last thing we put in was the mushrooms and the corn. We let that go for about an hour total. And then right at, it was 1 o'clock, we put the spaghetti in, and it's 1:30 right now. So I got the pot turned off. It's just sitting, and just all that wonderful flavors coming together. So until next time, hope y'all enjoyed.